You're listening to the AFTERBUZZ TV Network. Now, the largest new media platform on the web and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Keetin. Johnson.
From the AFTERBUZZ Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and Bing.com, and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies, this is AFTERBUZZ TV Saturday Night Live After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. If you'd like to buzz in on tonight's show, you can buzz us at 424-256-1729. That's 424-256-1729. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AFTERBUZZ TV's SNL After Show.
Bing is for doing, and we're doing another AFTERBUZZ After Show for Saturday Night Live for the February 9th episode with host and musical guest, double threat, Justin Bieber.
Justin Bieber, make me a belieber.
I have Bieber fever.
That's right.
You were screaming, I heard you.
I am your host, Matthew Kyle, and with me is Mr. Stephen Seidel.
Yes, thank you kindly for having me in attendance. I love it.
That's right. And she only needs one name because it's so unique. Keetin.
I'm back, guys. Sorry I was gone during
Yeah, we missed you last week.
Yeah.
We needed a little female flair.
Well, she was at the SAG Awards trying to get Jennifer Lawrence for Moi because it's important that we get together soon.
Yeah. She was really sick, too.
So
she walked the red carpet, and I missed her, and then she was like, oh, like, don't touch me.
Really?
Yeah.
She
had walking pneumonia, I heard.
Yeah, she was sick. She didn't want anybody to touch her. Like, people tried to shake her hand. She's like, no, I don't want to shake your hand. I'm sick.
Maybe that's like a Diane Keaton thing because she wears gloves. I don't know.
Hey, from one Keaton to the other.
Yeah.
But I thought the SAG Awards were great. Tonight we have the Grammy Awards. It seems like every Sunday we have award ceremonies going on.
Hey, that's February for you.
February.
Best month ever.
It's awards, Black History, the whole nine.
My birthday.
Your birthday?
What?
Yes.
When's your birthday? What day?
February 13th.
February 13th.
Oh,
So
wow.
let's everybody tweet Keaton on February 13th.
Yes.
Keatin M33.
Keaton
M33.
And you guys can get into iTunes. You can make a little comment underneath and give us a happy birthday in the comment section of the videos as well.
Yeah, we would appreciate it. Anything
better.
you can do for us on iTunes. Check us out on YouTube.
Yeah.
See us in our beautiful glory or whatever.
MySpace 2 years ago.
That's right.
I have a quick question for you guys, though. I have a couple things that I want to start. I'm going to get it out of the way before we start.
Okay, Steve.
Your favorite SNL sketch turned movie. I want to know which ones are your favorites.
Oh, Superstar. Absolutely.
Superstar? Oh, okay. That's interesting.
Night at the Roxbury.
Night at the Roxbury. Because there was something online recently, and I was taking a look at that. Blues Brothers was actually ranked #1.
I can understand that. I can
absolutely.
understand that. Don't really like that movie, though.
Yeah. I mean, I think it was very impressive. And then #2 is Wayne's World. Party Time, excellent. Come on. You can't forget.
What about Wayne's World 2, though? I like Wayne's World 2.
Was third in the ranking.
Okay, I
Then we
respect
went
that.
Coneheads. It's Pat. Stuart saves his family.
Okay, first of all, Pat is a fantastic character, and so is Stuart Smalley. Stuart Smalley is an amazing character.
I'm proud enough, and doggone it.
But
people
those are
like
not
you.
that good of movies is the problem.
Yeah, I don't know who was doing.
Coneheads, really?
They're just going by
Coneheads.
year chronologically, so far, it sounds like.
This is an interesting fact, actually. I don't know if you guys know this, but Office Space was derived from an SNL sketch that Mike Judge had written.
Yeah, it's exactly. I think it was 90. If it was 94 or 95, I'm just going off memory here. But obviously, and it was centered around, I'm losing his name right now, but the stapler guy.
Have you seen my stapler?
Yeah,
that
have you
guy.
seen my stapler?
I can't remember his name, but yeah.
Okay, so the sketch was around him.
Yeah.
It was that kind of Dr. Katz scratchy drawing.
Yeah.
So if you ever catch the VH1s and stuff when they do the replay, I've seen that sketch about 4 or 5 times. So yeah.
That's
it was before Robert Smigel came on.
And the final SNL sketch turned movie, which you guys probably have seen, MacGruber. We had a conversation recently at a bar. The gentleman that I was speaking with loved it. He thought it was fantastic.
Were you talking to Will Forte?
I know, right? He was like the only guy who saw
I know
that.
a lot of guys that are like
man
like
crushes on that movie.
Huge man crushes, and I'm just like, really? And they like reenact that scene in the cemetery, like that noise that he makes.
And
You
there's
guys know what I'm talking about?
awfully weird scenes, but if you guys like that movie, let us know how you feel about it. And then we had Justin Bieber doing double duty. Before we get into it, I want to know how many hosts that you guys can rattle off that you can remember that have done double duty. I'll start with Keatin. Let's put you on the spot. Bruno Mars. There you go.
That's a great one.
And
Good early memory because I already forgot about that
was like
one.
a week ago. But anybody else that you can remember?
I feel like Did Ashley Simpson do it?
Ashley
No,
Simpson
that wasn't
did
the
not.
hoedown
Do you
one?
have
I
any
can't
over
remember.
here?
Yes, I do.
Okay, we go all the way back. 38 season. Britney
Justin
Spears.
Timberlake.
Justin to JT did it.
JT. Guess who else did it? Christina Aguilera.
Christina Aguilera, I didn't see on
Adam
the
Levine.
list.
No, I'm
Adam
wrong.
Levine.
I'm wrong.
Yeah, Lily Tomlin, Desi Arnaz, Paul Simon, Ray Charles,
Hold-
Rolling.
Lily Tomlin was a singer for
She
when?
did it twice, actually. She sang and hosted twice. This was way back in the day. MC Hammer sang and hosted. Quincy Jones, Sting, Dolly Parton, Garth Brooks.
Ray Charles?
Oh, hold
Ray
on,
Charles,
hold on.
boom.
Really?
I got it quick though because Garth Brooks did not do double duty because Garth Brooks hosted and Chris Gaines was the singer. Remember the Chris Gaines?
Oh, the dark man.
Yes.
Yeah, he was a little
when
bit
he did
darker.
pop music for like a hot second and
Yeah.
then it just fell flat on its face.
Yeah.
And he had like the
He was mean.
butt
He
cut?
had that mean side to him. Garth Brooks
Yeah.
is one of the only country singers that I'll actually, listen to and can say that I listen to and appreciate. Do you like country
I
music?
love country music.
You do? Okay.
Yeah. I'm from North
Marissa
Carolina.
likes country music from behind the mic back there.
Yeah.
Really?
Janet Jackson, Queen Latifah, I'm not done yet. Ludacris, John Bon Jovi, Steve Martin have done double. Taylor Swift, Elton John,
Steve
Mick
Martin?
Jagger, and we can't forget Neon Deion Sanders also did double duty. I don't know. what
Oh
song.
my God! Can we dig that up?
Yeah, maybe
That would
next
be a
week.
gem.
Maybe next week we'll have that for you at the top of the show. Olivia Newton-John, Ricky Nelson, Frank Zappa, and that's basically it. There's your double duty host. But let's get to
Not Paul Simon.
Paul Simon. He did it. Yep.
Okay, Paul Simon's on
Paul
there.
Simon. Did I
Okay.
not say his
'Cause
name?
I didn't hear that one.
Okay, I
but he's
might have
best
skipped
friends with Lorne Michaels.
Yeah, Paul Simon did it
Could
as
we
well.
count? Has Michael Bolton ever hosted?
I think we should bring Michael Bolton back and do another SNL digital short because
Yes.
that was on fire.
He is.
Yeah.
I have a
All right, that's
big
fair
crush on
But
him
the
now,
double duty, Justin Bieber, double duty, I don't know. I give him about a B minus. I don't think he was terrible. He tried great, but
Okay.
Is it bad that I thought he was better than Adam Levine?
he
I,
might
maybe
have been.
I think
That
the
is
sketches
bad.
were better. I think
The sketches were better written.
You're right
I think
the first
Adam
time, it's
Levine
bad.
had a more clearly defined part. Adam Levine's characterization was a little bit better than Justin Bieber. He had like 4 characters. Everything he did was like squinty-eyed. It almost seemed like.
I felt like he was going to have a great opportunity to actually have characters and kind of be funny. And it turns out there's not much behind this Bieber character. The inauthenticity when he's smoldering while singing a song.
And
was,
looking
like,
at the
palpable.
camera, and he was still doing his like patented camera poses and like
Yeah.
looking over, and then every time he sang, he had to bring it into the R&B.
Yeah.
That's how.
That's
Bieber
what I'm
does.
saying. Like
that-
everything he had to sing to the max. You know, it was like they're doing Summer Nights or whatever, and he's like, it's like, okay, I don't need the Christina Aguilera 9 vocal range.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get it, dude. We know you
BS.
know how to sing, and
So with that, I'd give him a C because I thought he was going to be a little more Mickey Mouse Club versatile. You know that Justin.
Yeah.
I mean, he is Justin Timberlake, but he's not as good.
He's young. You guys, he's like 18.
He is 18. He is young.
Yeah. When Justin was 12, he was on the Mickey Mouse
He's
Club.
got if he's got tattoos, then he better be bringing A game
True
because the
story.
moment
Yeah.
you get tattoos on, then you're an adult. Welcome to the 18-year-old life. And
What
if
is
you're
the
smoking
owl
herb-
too? Is that like a
I
throwback?
don't know. I was like, I didn't even know he had tattoos. I don't even know why I didn't know.
Did you
but-
know he had muscles? Because he was trying to show the world last night.
Well, he's got that little boy body still, you know,
But
he's
he's
like
still
trying
like pumping
to,
iron, and he would always like,
take him to the creatine 3 times a week.
he
It's getting serious.
he showed his chest, which seems to be a prerequisite now for any host. You know, Adam Levine did it. Joseph Gordon-Levitt, we
thank
talked
you.
about it. It seems like every male
Yeah.
host, you better start doing crunches if you're going to be hosting in the future.
And I'm gonna sound
Christopher
like
Waltz, we're talking to you.
Yeah, for the guys here, I'm gonna sound like our parents all did in 1994. But I was like, is there a time where he could just pull up his pants? Like in all the sketches, even when he wasn't playing like himself, he was playing a character now.
I feel like that
he
comes
still had
with
his pants
age.
at his
I'm
knees.
starting to think like that as well. Like plumber butt, and you start to see the pants coming down. We don't need that.
Look,
What do
I
you
used to
think,
low
Keetin?
ride with the best of them, okay?
Yeah.
But for some reason, he's got the little Wayne, like he's like they're
it's
so
like
low.
around his like the lower thigh.
Yeah, and he's wearing
Like a-
bike shorts like Milli Vanilli.
But
What is
honestly,
that?
I feel like this is a clothing line coming out because he does wear these low dancing pants where the crotch goes about where the kneecaps are.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's a trend that he's trying to patent to really get it out there. Which, really quick, we'll get to it later, but the little glycine, that's the 3rd most trending topic right now in the world, all because of the Bieber believers. So his power is pretty. Pretty
Although
eminent.
this episode did not get as good of ratings as the ones like the previous ones this season.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of they were all thinking, oh, Bieber, you know, has so much fever and stuff, but not
There
so
were a lot
much.
of girls screaming in the audience, and I think the
that was a little like, really, we got to bring those kids in.
the older demographics were probably appreciative. Which the writing, I feel like the writing was much better this week, but his performances were kind of C is a pretty good C.
I think C's fair, but yeah, let's get into some of the writing. Obviously,
Sure.
they opened, the cold open was the Super Bowl blackout, which was kind of the big. I mean, there not a lot of news this week, but I guess that was kind of the big news.
Well, apparently Seth Meyers had tweeted during the Super Bowl
Sure.
about something about the announcers, you know, dropping the ball, not really having very much to do, and then that turned into this whole sketch, which is, I think, how it all began. But I remember during the blackout, it did seem like they were rambling, and Two Broke Girls kept coming up. There was like a commercial every 5 seconds, so that was funny.
I thought it just got better as the sketch went on. Like the beginning, I was like, okay, I was feeling like I was watching the Super Bowl. I'm like, okay, this is getting old, guys. This is getting old. But then I thought Keetin carried it very well, and
I've been impressed. Keetin
is
is definitely bringing a little bit more of an arc to his characters. He's doing much better. I'm impressed with Keetin. I gave him a high five for actually striving and getting better and improving.
I actually wrote down Keetin MVP of this episode.
Oh, you think
This
so?
is kind of
I was going to
Absolutely.
say
you're telling me he has like Tracy Morgan disease, where he's on the show for like a decade, and then he finally has a
and
character
now,
that you
now
like.
he's going to be in his own show in a year from now and become another big star and reinvent his
What,
career.
Keenan and Kel?
No, probably. Yeah, right?
First of all, where's
Good version.
Kel?
Where's Kel?
This is like everybody's
Kel's in
upset
jail
about
somewhere.
this.
I don't know.
Hashtag where's Kel?
Hashtag
For
where's
reals.
Kel for the
If you know, let
AfterBuzz.
us know.
Yeah, if you
Please.
know, give us a heads up. Hit us up on Twitter at AfterBuzz TV.
In the orange soda
Probably
fountain
somewhere
in the sky.
Chicago.
God,
Yeah.
that was my
Somewhere in
childhood.
Chicago?
Somewhere in Chicago, lost in the back. But I love how in the Super Bowl take, Bill Hader is Bill Hader. He's like the weird. Fred Armisen's kind of weird, but Bill Hader is just weird dude. You know, they cut to that commercial of him being weird. There's not going to be one single episode this season where you don't see Bill Hader doing some awkward, weird stuff. But it was interesting. It was compelling for a moment, but that was about it.
Yeah.
It got boring.
Yeah,
But-
it was too long, but like she said, it kind of gained momentum. But then, you know, once the momentum was kind of, you know, revealed, it was like, okay, now we're just gonna try and milk it.
And
But
they did a
not
few
bad.
little jabs at Marino for his extramarital affairs, which was, you know, whatever.
Nobody cares
Nobody
anymore
cares.
about
Everybody
life.
has extramarital affairs. They have websites for that.
Yeah, everybody's worrying about staying alive at this point. Nobody cares about this stuff
Hoarding
anymore.
your food in the basement,
Yeah,
or
this-
whatever that is, and doing monologues for.
And
for
killing
young
people is
females.
actually a new thing that apparently is getting people press.
Okay, yeah, and they're
Yeah.
chasing
I
the
brought
guy
that
in
one up.
L.A. If you guys aren't aware, there's a gentleman who used to be a cop in L.A.
That's
running
very
around.
scary.
And
we
he's
He's
digress.
a big bear.
It's a $1 million reward if you catch him. So when you're done watching our show, make sure you
Thank
catch
God
up
people
with-
are tuning in for breaking news here. We're gonna have some Amber Alerts.
The
in about
opening
5
monologue.
minutes,
What
so
about
stay
the opening
tuned.
monologue? He sang again, which is a reoccurring theme. Singing during
We're
the
like,
opening.
yeah, we're like 9 out of 11 for
Yeah.
opening singing monologue.
It's about 88%.
Thank God Keenan was a part of it. Like he absolutely kept that balance and kind of
The
saved the
MVP
day.
of the episode.
I
according to Keetin.
loved Keenan this episode. I thought he was so funny, and Whoopi Goldberg kind of made a little cameo, which was great.
I mean, I wouldn't mind watching the Keaton and Keenan show. That may be interesting too. You never know.
Keenan, call me
Keenan,
up.
Let us know. Let us know what's
Call
up.
me.
But Whoopi Goldberg, where'd they pull her from? She had a little bit of time off from The View, or how'd that come about? Does anybody know?
I don't know.
I think she might just be a really big Justin Bieber fan.
Or it's Black History Month,
Yeah.
and it's romance, so maybe you combine the two together.
Yeah.
But she didn't really even do anything. She just kind of stood there. You thought maybe.
Did you? Okay, when they zoomed out right at the end of the bit when he was hugging her, you know, they
Yeah.
kind of break kayfabe and they're like,
She gave
okay, bit's over. Did you see her boots?
No, but I saw
Okay.
her kiss him.
If we can get a shot of these boots later on, oh my God, go look at it on Hulu. She is wearing like Spaceman Antarctica boots. They go all the way up to her knees. They're white, like an abominable
Well, it was
snowman's
snowing,
legs.
So maybe she was trekking through the
You
snow. I
would
think there
notice
was a
her
blizzard.
shoes.
They, yeah.
Hey, that's good. Women notice the top 10 and the bottom 10. Not good women, but supposedly women know the top 10 and the bottom 10. They look at your face and then they look at your shoes. Is that true, Keaton?
What?
Look
Have
at
you
your
never heard of
face
this
and then
rule?
I look at smile and eyes and
Yeah,
personality.
that's top 10 right here, and that's
Okay.
where they talk. And then the bottom 10 is their shoes. Make sure they're shined up. Make sure they're not moon boots. Exactly.
That's something else. I thought that was like the Studio 54 rule. You got in because you
check
had
it
nice
out.
shoes.
Top 10,
but-
lower 10. Well,
Whoopi
they're
actually-
gonna watch the top 10 minutes of the show, and then they're gonna watch the bottom 10. So let's give them the good stuff.
Yeah, good
Wow.
stuff now.
Yeah. See, a little.
Take
too
off your
late.
shirt.
I learned so much.
Take off your shirt. That's what you want, viewers. Take off your shirt. That could be something later on in the predictions. If you get something wrong, you have to do the show.
You had to take off your shirt.
Yeah.
That's not fair, guys.
Yeah, that's not
really
fair.
not
That's
fair.
enough.
I know because I'm in great shape and I make you look bad.
Yep. He's been doing
Absolutely.
crunches for when it's his big day. day.
That's right.
How about those girls in the opening monologue? Were they chosen or were they just actual girls?
Those were just actual girls, right? You could
That
tell
got-
they had no real stage presence or anything because they were sitting there like, this is about to happen. Erica at school's going to be so jealous.
Can you imagine if you were the girl chosen out of however many to sit right in the front because they knew JB was going to get on it?
Well, I know, like, because one of you guys compared Justin Bieber to Justin Timberlake. And if
course.
I was, in my little tweeny bopper self and Justin Timberlake came up to me and serenaded me about Valentine's Day and gave me a rose, I probably would have passed out. So the
Even
fact
if
that
you
those
don't-
girls, like, couldn't move or couldn't
And to
have any
have
stage
that
presence.
moment cemented on camera
Oh,
for the rest of
yes.
your life, and now with
Like,
Twitter
like-
and Instagram and Facebook, you would have been a hero.
You can't go up from there.
Yeah,
There's
that's
only, like, you
you're
can't.
only going down. That's pretty. And I think that it's great that they didn't actually have actors and gave that moment out. So God bless you, Lorne Michaels, for sharing that moment with us.
Thank you.
Yes.
God bless everyone.
God bless them.
Hey, and then we rolled right into what's now a almost weekly sketch. It feels like the
Yeah.
Californians.
I wonder if he had something to do with choosing this sketch, because I feel like he did, because it seems like that would be something that Justin Bieber would want to do, because he lives out here.
Before
He's Canadian.
I don't know. And his
There he
accent
is,
was
right behind
British.
us.
He sounded like a British
He
person.
didn't know what he was doing. Cecily Strong's was horrible.
What
as
was
well.
Cecily- they put
Cecily Strong
yeah.
had no clue what she was doing. Here, Californians was like ridiculous.
I don't
She
know.
didn't say like. I just did it, Kelly. I've been out here too long. Like. You got to drop a few likes in there.
Well, yeah, you're totally right.
I honestly, when this sketch first came out, I didn't live in California, and I did not get it. I was like, this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. But now that I live here, for some reason, every single time it's funny because I'm like, I know exactly where they're talking about, and
Right,
they're telling you to go.
except for the first time I
So
had
welcome.
noticed one
So
of
you're a newbie.
their highway connections did not make any sense.
It was like a 150 or
You did the 170 or something, and I was like, that doesn't connect. I was like, oh, and then I actually enjoyed it more because I was like, man, I'm fact finding in this. This is getting real.
Every time the sketch comes on, we should try to fact find, see who can stump it.
I think they cut it down because normally it's 3-act structure, but I think they kept it to 2 during this episode because they go and they come back, they do the mirror, they do all that, but then in the end they had Bill Hader just doing what Bill Hader does best.
The 9 mirrors.
Yeah,
Oh,
just doing like
yeah.
different looks to the camera, which was kind of funny, but then it gets to the point where he holds on to it a little too long.
It wasn't the best. Again, any longtime viewers of our show here will know my repeat criticism is there's stuff in there that's always weak that they just need to get rid of, and they refuse to change it from the first incarnation, which is I find really frustrating.
I thought he did make a good surfer boy though. I mean, he did look part.
Oh, Bieber, yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
Bieber
He should
played
dye
the
his
role.
hair blonde.
Yeah, and he had the squint, which we saw in like every sketch. You're gonna see Bieber splinting.
Why does he wear so much
Splitting.
lip gloss all the time?
Hey.
That little Justin Bieber.
I think because he's so young, his lips just have that pink luscious
Which I
color.
thought was
Okay.
So they, it's probably just chapstick, but they're so pink.
yeah,
glow.
and they did a nice job going into the next sketch making fun of him. So that was
Which
great.
is what I really appreciated, and I thought
That was a great sketch.
Yeah, that was actually my favorite of the night. I think I'm going to tell you that.
Oh wow.
The Bieber double sketch.
Yeah.
Not that I thought I was over the moon about it or something, but I thought it was solid and fun throughout, and it had nice little bits and arcs in between.
Yeah, and all the stuff that I didn't even know all the things that Bieber does, like the hearts and all that. But now that I know that, I can feel like I'm more in tune with pop culture.
Yeah.
So I thank you for that, SNL. But I thought it was pretty. And you didn't even talk about Kate McKinnon coming in at the end. That was a nice little flavor at the end of her being Ellen DeGeneres.
Oh, that's because we just started talking about the bit. You're talking about Californians, yeah, of course. But yeah, when she came in, I'm Ellen.
Yeah.
Her Ellen is awesome, and I hope they figure that out a little more.
They need to.
Just a little. It's too much on the sidelines. Let's get a whole bit.
What about Ellen hosting? I mean, I think
Ellen
she's
should
due.
host.
Yeah.
You know what? But I think Ellen makes $9 bazillion, and hosting her own show for 9 months out of the year, she probably doesn't want to mess with that.
And she's a busy lady. Like,
Yeah.
daytime talk,
Yeah.
long hours even for the host.
I heard a rumor she's pretty rough to get along with as well, so maybe that's it too.
Really?
Yeah, so maybe she
The old Rosie O'Donnell thing?
a lot of creative people want to have creative control, so it could be a battle over the sketches and what she wants to do and how she's going to appear. You never know.
I hear you. I find that hard to believe.
I'm Ellen. I love it.
All right, I'm Ellen.
I'm
Let's
Ellen.
go dance and stuff.
So funny. I love that.
But yeah, Bieber doubles I thought was it was just really cool, and Sudeikis I thought was really I'm not a huge Sudeikis fan, but I do like him a lot.
Yeah.
And I think that is exactly what he's the best at. When he's playing the straight man,
Yeah.
but he's also being snarky you know, and he's throwing those little sarcastic jabs at him,
Yeah.
and then he knew when to milk him and when to back off, and he played that really well. So
He
I thought
does
did
that well, more of
fantastically.
like a facilitator. He's almost like getting to the point where he can be the go-to guy in every scene and kind of help nurture it a little bit and really help those jokes land.
Really, and yeah, keep the pacing going. You know, when
Yeah.
that good joke was going, let's sit in it for a second. So yeah, I really appreciated that.
I thought it was great.
Yeah. Wasn't my favorite though.
Was it yours, Stephen?
No, my favorite was the next one because
Bravo spinoff.
Bravo
huh?
spinoff.
Really?
Yeah,
That was
Bravo
your favorite?
spinoff, huh?
I really
Wow.
enjoyed just because I am
You watch
into-
a lot of these. Huh?
I create some reality shows and stuff like that as well. I do a little bit of producing, so I'm constantly like, looking in to see what people like and what they dislike.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, you know, the family-run businesses, the spin-off. There's one person that people like, all right, let's create a show after that. And then it goes to the next guy. I mean, we have the
Pump Rules.
Yeah, we have that at AfterBuzz. It's like becoming an instant hit.
Well, and you know, technically, Real Housewives is a spinoff of the actual Real Housewives show, or
Yeah.
the Housewives. What's that show called?
Real Housewives of Orange County
Yes,
was the
and then
original.
and then they just keep spinning off of that. So.
Shout out to Tamra.
Yeah, no big tap. Shout out to the Sir Restaurant. If you guys haven't eaten there in LA, it's actually really good.
And Lisa.
Yeah.
Love you.
Sure.
So, but just to see the spin-off after the spin-off, and then there's the pool guy, and it was fun. Bobby Moynihan had a couple cool characters in there. So to me, it was the
Somewhere
gift that
show
keeps
for
on
the
giving.
rainbow.
Yeah, so
I mean, the guy who created all those shows, Andy Cohen, actually like spun off and created his own show, which he
Yeah.
talks about those shows. So
yeah, Andy Cohen's brilliant. I love the guy. Andy, if you're out there, tweet us. We love you. But yeah, Bravo TV, get it.
Bravo TV.
Bravo.
Yeah, I thought it
Bravo.
was cool. The only one I've ever seen is the Orange County one, so I was maybe a little lost on that. I knew what they were doing, obviously, and I could understand the bit. So I enjoyed it, but yeah.
Kind of like Kardashians, you know, they're about to have the Kim and Kanye show probably, or whatever else. You know, that's just reality TV. From one spin-off to the next, The Bachelor to The Bachelorette. It's like that's kind of how it works.
Survivor hasn't spun off though yet.
Yeah,
It's just
Survivor.
kind of Survivor.
It's just gonna Survivor.
Yeah.
The Eye of the Tiger.
I had the
Survivor.
Tiger Survivor.
Yeah.
Well, when
So-
you guys rhyme, I know it's time for Matt to build a segue.
Hey,
Hey.
build
you're
it
gonna
up,
do it?
tear it down.
Yeah, let's go into Weekend Update, which short,
Short and sweet.
snappy.
It came earlier too. I love to look and see if it's going to come right at the 45-minute mark, and it
Yeah.
didn't. It came at the 41-minute mark, so they were a little rushed into it, but it was shorter. Yeah.
And I like that they didn't, you know, force a segment to just fit in Justin Bieber in there, and they just didn't include him in that whole Weekend Update thing. I didn't think they didn't need him, so they
I
didn't.
didn't think that he was actually even, no disrespect to Justin, I don't think he would have really been that competent to carry something, because when you're in there, it's
Yeah.
you know, you really have to step up to the table and be funny and know your beats.
And he was a noticeable weak link in a lot of stuff that he was just a side character in. So,
Yeah.
I mean, that was probably best served because, I mean, the first two characters, which we've had a couple times before, which I enjoy, were the best friends from growing up.
Yeah,
King
those are
Richards in this
so
instance.
Yeah, they're funny.
Best friends from growing
Fred
up.
Armisen is like almost always one of the weird, crazy characters.
Yeah, when I was watching it last night, I had the thought that I was like, Fred Armisen, I think his best stuff that he's done for the past decade he's been on the show is always the Weekend
Yeah.
Update desk.
Yeah.
Anytime he's breaking the fourth wall, he always has a great character. So all of his stuff is great there.
Portlandia, which is why that's such a great show,
Yeah.
because he does a lot of those weird characters.
Totally. So he really brings it. And then I think Vanessa Bayer's right there with him. That's one of her stronger pieces, I believe.
Yeah.
No.
I enjoyed the black man in all the commercials.
The one black guy.
The one black guy in all the commercials. That was really
Keelan.
funny to me because to me commercials are funny. And just following up after the Super Bowl, there wasn't that much to laugh at during the Super Bowl as far as the commercials.
I thought the commercials sucked.
Weak.
Yeah, they were really, really weak.
Weak. And a lot of them weren't even trying to be funny. Everybody was like trying to do that GM thing from last year, you know. We're going to talk about Earth and,
Yeah, and get all
God loves
sentimental.
farmers. What?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it was.
No,
What?
we like to laugh while drinking beers and eating chips,
Mm-hmm.
or
That's
dancing
right.
with white dudes in fedoras, which is what you see the black. Did you? I mean, for me, I thought
with
that's
you.
really funny because I have a friend like that, and he looks exactly like that. What up,
Then he
David
should be in
Murphy?
commercials.
He
High
is.
five.
He is in commercials.
Every 5 seconds, you have to
High five! High five!
That's right.
He is in commercials, and he's doing well, and he's like the guy who's eating the popcorn chicken, and it's like right to the T.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the fun black dude.
Yeah,
So-
it's
and Keenan did great with that because he didn't fall into the old Keenan. I feel like he's a new Keenan.
It's a new
Right?
Keenan.
Yeah, that he did.
Keenan
the
that
new
we all
Keenan.
love.
Yeah.
all right. All right.
He did great. I
him.
thought that was great. you know, he was very non-threatening.
Hashtag where's Kel? Come on. Please.
So I thought that was a nice little piece that they threw in there. And then that coupled with the Bravo, it's like these are timeless pieces that aren't dependent upon what's going on in the news. And I feel like they need to start to tap into more of that.
I like that you brought that up, that you know, and they're not so based in, you know, current events. It does make it better, and it's like that's better comedy, I think, and smarter writing.
Yeah, and I feel like their writing is now starting to ramp up in a certain degree. So that was nice to see. So
yeah, and I hope so. And I always think there's a balance of just absurd and then just, hey, we think this is funny, let's do this.
Yeah.
And then, you know, the few commentary pieces that every show should do, and they usually lead with that. But it's nice to see. I think this show, more than any other one I can remember this year, had more stuff just for stuff's sake, which is, I think, helped the writing. Yeah. Because when you're not penciled in like, oh, we got to do something about this, you know, it really, you know, builds a lot of fences. We got to tear down fences. This is 2013, gang.
Let's pull them down. Let's
tear 'em down.
Hands across America.
Blow them up.
That's right.
Yeah, hands across America.
I feel that. And this is an example of just fun for fun's sake. I did not think the bit was very good. I like to call it Dumb Summer Nights because I don't know what else the hell to call it.
The Grease parody?
The Grease parody, which had no real footing in Grease other than that was making it Grease. It was confusing a little bit.
Can I bring something up really quickly? If you saw the opening monologue and you watched this, there was two things that Justin Bieber kept doing. Actually, it's one thing, but he did it in both situations. He kept standing there and gripping his forearm like he was very uncomfortable with his surroundings, and he didn't know what to do with his hands, which leads me to believe he wasn't really, you know, into the character. I'm not going to beat him down, but I just kept looking at him, almost like when you see hosts doing like vagina hands when they're sitting there. It's like you can't look at anything but their hands. But for him, you've never heard of that? Like when hosts sit there and they do correspondence and they connect their forefingers.
Now I'm all self-conscious.
And then you stare at them, and like during like hosting classes, people say don't do vagina hands, but he was like doing like forearm grab. So now you're both doing. I'm surrounded.
Is that
I'm in a vagina hand sandwich. No, it's like that. There it is. Like
who does that?
People when they're hosting, you'll see people do that. Look around, but you'll notice when look at Ryan Seacrest or you know, what's his name? The 30 Rock, the reporter. Brian Williams, like what people do with their hands, and they just look natural, they look relaxed, but he just looked so uncomfortable grabbing his forearm. And then the cigarette fell, and I don't know, I didn't really enjoy the sketch, but I just wanted to bring that up.
Yeah, and I don't think the sketch was very good, and like I said, it just didn't have enough groundedness, you know, to connect it to something, because it was like, well, why is he stupid?
Yeah.
And there was no real reason why he was stupid, and then he didn't do anything to play it, because he was just like, let me just get to my notes, girls. Let me just get to my notes so I can get some yells and feel comfortable here.
Yeah.
But I kind of agree with you. And there just wasn't a lot going on, period. You know, that's what it was. It was what it was.
And I felt like the button at the end, I'm 11, like, what, really? Like,
I'm okay
you
with
missed
that.
it, but I missed it. Like, it was. I don't even think they
they could have done something a little bit better with it. I don't know. It was sort of funny. It was almost like, that's kind of funny. I know I should be laughing at that, but you didn't really like laugh out loud. I agree with you.
The only thing that it seemed to work from what I enjoyed and what it seemed the audience was connecting to was Adie Bryant in the back, and she was kind of doing that deadpan, which was very similar to her best friend's character, which was like trying to bring it back down to earth. And it was like that was the only thing that was grounding it at times.
I feel they're underutilizing Adie Bryant 100%. She has the potential to be really funny and is so quirky. And at some point, I feel like she's going to break through, but I didn't notice that as well. I mean, she was funny.
I would watch her. Whenever they'd cut to the girls in that group, I'd just watch her like, do something. And she'd make me happy.
Cecily Strong isn't very strong to me right now.
I was wondering if you were going for that pun. My whole mind was like,
do it.
Go. She just doesn't seem like between that and the Californians, and I know they're trying to give her a little bit more leverage. And then Kate McKinnon was in she was on the back burner as well. Nasim Pedrad as well. I don't know if she doesn't want to be involved. It kind of seems like maybe she doesn't want to be there anymore, or if there's some sort of dispute. But you just are not really seeing these involved people that could be doing a lot better.
Why aren't they utilizing the women?
Why aren't they?
I don't know, because in the mid to late 90s, it was almost a woman's show at times. It was like Will Ferrell, then kind of Chris Kattan, then it was like all these women, and all the women were great. So it's kind of interesting to see that they're, but again, doesn't say much right now because there's nobody you can really point to that being like they're crutching this show.
Have you guys even? To me, I'll be honest, I've never even seen Grease. I know that's probably blasphemy, but I don't know. Was it like hitting the nail on the head as far as the spoof goes with Grease? Were those elements there as well, or were they missing?
I was in Greece when I was in high school. I
well,
played
there it is.
Frenchie.
Congrats.
No, thank you. No, but it a little bit, but
Yeah.
I mean, you can spoof Grease so easily. It's just the costumes. That's all you need. And they
Yeah.
they didn't use the Grease content really in the other stuff much.
I even saw it coming because it was the same locker room setup that they did when Jimmy Fallon was leaving.
Oh, okay.
And Jimmy Fallon wanted to do it, so him and Tina Fey did those Saturday nights, and so they did the song of it,
Yeah.
which was more just for them than it was a humor bit, but it was very enjoyable and entertaining because they were really connected to it. But
How about the end where they
there's
go
nothing
into
special.
the little song and then Bieber has to get into his like R&B and like he can't just keep it like period piece Grease. He's always got to bring in all that.
That's all he's got.
That's all he's got. Well, I guess they
he's
like
got.
it though. The ladies love cool Bieber.
ladies like singers, and a singer who's a lady would be Miley Cyrus.
Yes,
Yeah.
it would. My
it's
favorite
cool.
sketch of the night.
I have
Is
to
this your
just-
favorite sketch?
Yes,
You come to Keaton's. Let's tell us about it.
freaking
Nice
love
transition.
this sketch. I've always liked this sketch. Whenever somebody says cool or pretty cool, I get that dang song stuck in my head. It's
yes.
pretty cool. But I like
What is it about the sketch that everybody loves? I enjoy it too, but I'm just trying to. I don't know if it's because Vanessa Bayer gets a chance to shine because she has big teeth, or if because Miley Cyrus is so easy to spoof.
I don't even think it's a good Miley Cyrus. I just think it's so funny. I don't know what it is about it, but it's something that has connected to me, and I know a lot of my girlfriends who do watch the show. Whenever that skit comes on, everybody gets so excited.
Okay, well, let's go back into history. Were you a Hannah Montana fan?
Ooh.
That was actually
Come on, we don't want to date her now.
no,
Take it easy.
that was
I date her.
I was a little
Oh,
old
take
for
it
Hannah
easy.
Montana,
can
so
get
no, I
essential.
wasn't a Hannah Montana fan.
So you don't really have much reference to Miley Cyrus in general, then?
Well, from babysitting, and I mean, and seeing a couple episodes here and there, and then also
Okay.
following her in the gossip blogs, like, I kind of do have a basis of Miley Cyrus knowledge.
And what about your friends?
My friends,
You can't date them now.
about the same as me though. Like
Okay, that's
honestly, like
interesting.
we're not like huge. Like I'm, I think, too old for the Hannah Montana demographic. So I was more like Lizzie McGuire, Hillary Duff.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
There you go.
I thought that
Hillary
went
Duff,
without
I like
saying.
her. Hillary Duff has like 3 kids now. She's just like getting just one. Okay. They didn't even. I thought. Isn't Hannah Montana the same station that Selena Gomez has a show on?
It's
There
called
was
the
like
Disney
an easy-
Channel.
Oh, okay. Well,
Wizards of Waverly Place.
yeah, there could have been an easy connection there to get over to Selena, but I guess they wanted to stay on Bieber. But this was a great sketch. He had a confession in here, didn't he? Wasn't he?
He talked about smoking the
illegal substances, which is
marijuana.
legal in California if you have a card. So and
Any Workaholics fans?
I've seen it, but I don't know that one.
Cool. All right. You guys are, you guys
maybe
are with
maybe
it.
the people at home know that one. You
You're
gave them
so
a shout out.
2000 and late, like I tell you all the time.
2000 late.
Where I'm so Raven and you can't handle it.
Hey, take it easy. So that's so Raven. The Ravens won that.
Wow,
Yeah.
I'm really impressed with that. You caught that reference. That's so
Yes.
Raven. Thank you, Disney Channel, for all these wonderful
Yes,
shows.
we
Yeah.
appreciate it. Mickey Mouse Club. Where you at? But he called himself a douche in the sketch as well because
Sure.
I guess
Which the
if
girls
you don't
still
know
cheered
Disney,
at.
you're a douche. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, they still cheered it.
Yeah,
they liked
so
it.
It's cool.
The fact that he called himself that he looked like a lesbian.
That was funny.
He does, though. He does, like, a lot.
If
With
you
that
go-
lip gloss that you were talking
Yeah,
about?
like
You that
so
lip
much
gloss?
so. Like, remember Hanson when Hanson came out when we were
Mbop,
younger?
yeah.
Mbop, a doobie dop. They looked like girls, but girls in kind of like an unkept sense, you know? So you're like, they're guys, but, they don't know what they're doing. They're from the backwoods playing jug music.
Playing
This
on
chick-
that washboard.
Hang with me, Keaton. Hang with me, because I'm coming full
Crushing
circle.
my childhood right now.
I'm coming with you here,
This is
okay?
picking you apart piece
Where's
by
the
piece.
love, right?
Where's the love? Black Eyed Peas.
No, it's Where's the Love from Hanson. That's
Okay,
another
I'm sorry,
song.
yeah.
Hey,
Stay with me.
I hope you guys are enjoying.
Stay with me.
Here we go, Matt.
Sorry.
He's gonna tie
But
it
the
all
fact is, there's a lot of that like neo pop with the blonde hair up like that, the lip gloss, The tattoo on the shoulder with the sleeveless shirt. It's very acid wash, very lesbian.
What do you call that hairstyle is what I want to know. Is that a pompadour?
I think
what
it's a
is that?
pompadour.
Is
Did
that a
you
pompadour?
notice that Miley Cyrus and Justin Bieber technically have the same hairstyle?
Same haircut,
One's blonde
and
one's
she's
not.
all
Right.
grown up and adult with like bleach blonde hair and like sexy.
And I think
she
it's
looks
pretty
like
cool.
Bieber.
That's pretty cool. I gotta interview you. Yeah.
He's like, oh, well, I smoked a little bit of weed. She's like, yeah, right, me too. Like, didn't she have like a salvia scandal or something?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I thought that was a nice little.
So right around the time that our favorite Olympic swimmer had a little scandal.
And Phelps. Yeah.
Yes.
Phelps.
Phelps is,
He's
But-
still working for Subway. He's okay. He made it through.
he's doing
You're
good.
right. You're
Made it
right.
through.
I was going to feel bad, but you're right.
And he's won more like medals, so Phelps is good.
He feels like a big brother to me at some point. I'm gonna toss that to Matt.
Okay, that's cool. I was going to say the other swimmer just getting a reality show.
Yeah.
Just, since we're alerting you on all breaking news here.
Yeah, all breaking news.
And then
Welcome
we'll
to
get a
AfterBuzz.
spin-off.
Yeah.
And then will be a spin-off, which will have his bigger brother.
All right, let's spin this off.
Hey.
Shoulder squeeze, because that was brilliant by me.
Yeah.
That's great.
I'm guessing, is this your favorite bit of the night?
I did like this one as well.
Glice?
Yes, I did
Okay.
like the glice.
Glice,
There's
okay.
so many places that he could have gone with this glice, but it was great.
At one point, I remember being very distraught halfway through, and I'm like, are we still doing this? Steven probably likes it.
Did you think that? I
No,
really
I did not.
enjoy that. Oh, okay. It reminded me of the Firehouse sketch, which you liked last week.
I thought it was all right, yeah.
With Bill Hader, but he just like kept going and pushing the envelope, and the fact that he was like putting his hands on people's faces and like touching.
Sure. And Bieber was breaking. It seemed
Bieber, I
kind of
love
fun
that
with
he
that.
broke.
Yeah, yelling in his ear.
He was trying to do the southern accent or whatever the
Mhm.
accent was. He started that in the previous sketch. I don't know if you caught that, but towards the end of the sketch, he was already sliding into his accent. But
He tried an accent every single sketch, and
Yeah.
he lost them all by the end, and they all ended up sounding the same.
yeah.
Yeah.
Did
He's
you enjoy the
Canadian.
sketch, Keaton?
Parts of it I did.
Come get on
He
my
looks
side.
like I just thought it was funny that they were like talking about, oh, he's going to med school and he's playing this college. I was like, he looks like he's 10 with that haircut. It like went back to the old Justin Bieber.
I was trying to
swish
figure out, was
haircut.
that was a wig, right? They just didn't put his hair down. Was that his hair or was that a wig?
I
Does
think
anybody
that was a
know?
wig.
Because I was like, if the hair just
I
goes
thought it
like
was a
that when you
wig.
put it down, you don't really know what it looks like. With the pompadour, it could be long as heck. Because I'm thinking about the pompadour.
You
but-
should get the pompadour.
Yeah, you know, little hearts, little heart,
I don't know.
Bieber style.
You need roses.
But
Why mess with perfection is what I
yeah,
say.
why
but-
mess with perfection? But
Mhm.
I did enjoy the sketch. This is one of my favorite ones, just because I feel like this sketch was the passing of the torch from Taron Killam. Actually, I reversed that from Bill
Yeah,
Hader
yeah.
to Taron, because now Taron seems like he can do whatever he wants, and it was kind of like, all right, now Bill, you can go ahead and move on. Taron's got it. If we need weird characters or crazy things, he can handle it. And I feel like this was the passing of the
Okay.
torch.
Okay, I can respect that.
Yeah. So it was nice to see that and really see him getting into his own. I thought it was great the way that he tapped into that character.
Here's my problem with it. Okay.
Okay.
The character was not defined and unique enough as a character in and of itself. It was a little too broad and unspecific. He first came out and said he was like, I need more snake food. And I was like, oh, what a cool, unique bit. Let's find out more about this guy because he's going to be the weirdo causing ruckus in the normal house setting, right? He it never defined, like, who is this guy? I never been like, I know that guy, or I don't know that guy, but I can understand that this is actually kind of a real person. To me, it just wasn't defined enough. And I feel like if you found more of a character there, I would have enjoyed the piece as a whole. But after a while, it just became of him playing at a character instead of being a character.
When the sketch first started, honestly, I thought Chris Farley was going to come out and start like giving him a pep talk. Oh, I just hit my mic. Giving him a pep talk and jump on that table. I was like, oh, this is set up just for that. And Taron, I don't think he carried it very well. But I love Taron. I'm starting to like him more and more
I thought
each
it was
week.
funny. I don't know. Just even the fact that he was like, remember, and like calling attention to the fact that the joke is the same word over and over again. I mean, I don't think it was brilliant, but I was laughing and I was impressed. And to see Taron, I think that the character may not have been defined, but it wasn't really about the character. It was about the situation. It was a one trick pony, but the way that they were able to reinvent it a couple times, I enjoyed it.
Well, that's cool.
So-
I would just add a little note there. Specificity.
Specificity
is the
Great
word
word.
for today.
Kills ambiguity.
I feel like I'm on Sesame
Squashes
Street
it.
with
Specificity kills ambiguity. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're brilliant.
Ambiguity? Is it ambiguity? How do you say it?
I just said it wrong,
Okay,
but
I
I
might
was
have
just
said it
lost
wrong,
in your
too.
brilliance.
Yeah, hey.
I was just listening to Linda Ronstadt.
You know what you were doing? You were
there.
thinking about
It's great.
Keaton's friends from her growing up is what you were thinking about because you've
I
been
can
growing her a
introduce
lot.
you.
Yeah.
Could you?
Absolutely.
I'm single, ready to mingle, and I got a
Here
few
we go.
jingles.
Let's do it.
Hey,
What?
hey.
Only if you watch Hannah Montana with
Hey,
them.
tweet it.
I'm not above that. I'm more of a victorious guy, but that's another story.
Oh wow.
And another word that starts with V, Valentine's
Oh,
Day
I thought
from
you were going
Bieber.
somewhere else. Oh,
No,
all right,
no,
cool.
I'm
Let's
not
keep it
doing
G.
your hand signals. Good lord.
Let's keep this G rated.
The next bit, we lost that a long time ago. The next bit would be
gosh.
the pre-recorded, which was one of our 2 pre-recorded bits. We usually we're getting 3 a week.
Hey, Johnny Numbers over here. Good call on
That's
that one.
right, Johnny Numbers. I
like
watched
that.
Moneyball last night and I was cracking it.
He was getting
Great
deep.
movie.
He was getting deep with those numbers.
Yeah, so Valentine's Day from Bieber, which was a minute and a half of all over the place.
Yeah, that was weird. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
what are you doing with this sketch? Figure out a direct line, and then they throw Bobby Moynihan in there because they know it may not be funny. So then he'll at least get some laughs.
Let's get the chubby guy in there and
yeah,
make him make a
throw
face.
the fat dude in there. He'll make people laugh.
I can't even comment on this sketch. I was so thrown
Taco.
off by it. He took a picture of his that
His Johnson
and he
and
sent it to
his-
Hillary Clinton.
Hillary
Like,
Clinton.
I was just like, no.
I don't even get that joke really.
don't
Can someone
either.
explain that to me? Are there cliff notes for that joke?
I don't.
No.
I don't have them for you. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
well, okay. In that case,
And there's one thing that really bothered me is that he's like, let's get some chocolates and some champagne. I'm like, you can't even drink champagne.
yeah.
You are 18
You're
years old.
18 years old. What are
Maybe
you
you
even
can
talking
in
about
Canada.
drinking?
Can't you drink in Canada?
We're not
But
worried.
this
You
is
can
an
get your-
you
check
can,
this-
but this is an
They don't
American
film
television.
Saturday
What?
Night Live in
It's
Canada.
right
They
on the
film
border,
it in New York
gang.
City.
You can get your marijuana card, okay?
Hey,
Eh?
hey, you go over to Colorado and you can smoke some of that reefer, huh?
Yeah, well, I'm from Colorado, so shut up.
Well,
That's disgusting.
I was reading a lot about that, but this isn't the news.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was awful.
The funniest part of
do
that
you wanna
sketch
say?
for me was Bobby Moynihan when he was eating the chocolate, and he had a mouthful of chocolate. I thought that was funny. I don't know. You guys don't like my humor, but I laughed at that.
I appreciate your humor.
It's
and I
good that I'm
understand
here.
it.
I'm Johnny Lowbrow over here, I guess.
It's easier to like your humor if you weren't so damn attractive. Is the problem.
Hey, yeah.
So if you're not watching the YouTube version of this, get off the podcast. Go look at the YouTube
Yeah,
version.
you got to see Keetin over here because this girl has blonde hair, blue eyes.
They're
Check it out
green.
on you. Green.
They're
Oops,
green,
I'm
guys.
sorry. But yeah, gotta check her.
And-
And you got Matthew Kyle.
Oh, you don't have
He's a
to say
good-looking
something
dude. I mean, come on.
about me.
He's single and he's ready to mingle. And, you know, he's
Got a few jingles.
got a few jingles.
Sweet
and
like
he's
Kris
down to
Kringle.
throw singles
Oh.
while he's
Oh.
playing on the
I don't even
Pringles
want to stop you
cans.
right now. Just keep going.
my
We are,
God.
hey,
You're
Anymore?
giving me tingles.
watch
Oh,
out.
God.
Hey.
What?
Do you want some Pringles?
I think you already did
Oh,
Pringles.
damn
I already did
Yeah.
Pringles.
Sorry, I'm
Pringles
sorry.
can.
Yeah,
Y'all don't understand.
You're rhyming stingles.
That's not a real word.
It was if you're in Outcast. Anyways, let's finish with the last bit, which is a reoccurring sketch that I'm not a huge fan of. But I wonder what you guys think. And that was
Oh,
the
gosh.
Valentine's Day dance.
High
with-
five, like the unassuming black guy every 12 seconds.
That's
High
right.
fives.
That's right.
Too bad I'm white.
So Valentine's
I agree
Day
with
dance.
you.
Yeah.
I'm actually in your corner. Or
This
on
is
your
the
team
only
on this
bit,
one.
though, that I can remember that Jay Farrow seems completely comfortable.
He
And it's
seems-
the only one that makes me uncomfortable that he does.
He seems comfortable, but it's like I have a note here that he needs to do something different. It's to say, and then it's that bit, and then that's what he does. He says a few little words, like get something else, man. Come on, dude.
Did you like the actual part where his mic was stopped working?
I didn't know if that was on purpose. That was on purpose, right? That
I don't think
I
it
thought
was.
it was on
Joke.
purpose.
No. Because I took an extra note of it, and the stagehand who reached out with a new mic, you know, just had a regular shirt on and stuff. So I
I
was like,
thought that was built in. I'm sorry. I didn't
That was
recognize that moment.
phenomenal then. Like, and
Okay.
that was great
Way to
if that
roll
was
with the
not.
flow team. That's what live TV is all
I
about.
could
You
be
saw
wrong.
it here in that last sketch.
I
Yeah.
could be wrong, but it just felt like in that moment that it actually was just a screw up. But you guys could be right, because when I saw it, I was like, why isn't he just using the other mic? It's
There was
right
like
there.
9 mics going on in that sketch, so to me it was a little weird. I did actually enjoy when Justin came on. This is probably his best character. He can do a nerd really well because I feel like he may have been a closet nerd and then he got cool. But when
You think he's cool?
I mean, to some people, I'd hang out with him. Whatever, it's all good.
Yeah, just because of what he's around is like
Yeah,
hang
just
out
because
with him.
of what's going
You
down.
like the 12-year-old girls?
Yeah, no, I don't.
I was like, yeah, don't improv that out.
No,
do
no,
not
just-
yes and that.
just
do not
say
yes and
no.
that.
Yeah,
just
usually
say
you're supposed
no.
to say yes and then I was like, yeah, and then I was like, nope, that's
Yeah.
not happening. But anyways, But the little jokes that they were doing there about getting married and abstinence.
Don't go
The abstinence
poking
couple, him and Nassim Pedrad.
Yeah.
until I
thought
do is spoken.
I thought they could have went a little bit more with that. But
I think that was the only thing that seemed kind of fun about it. The rest
Yeah.
of it was really stupid, and again,
yeah,
it's just a dumb bit. It's just
it's boring.
it's boring. It's dumb. It's
Jay
people
Pharoah seems
commenting.
comfortable, but at the same time, it's not a funny comfortable. It's just like, all right, I'm tired of watching this old dude talk and stutter on the mic.
But then he didn't interact with anybody. Like, he's just comfortable by himself. Like, that's
Yeah, I mean, 'cause
yeah,
his
that's all he
If
did.
Philip
by
were here,
himself.
I wish he was. Philip, we miss you, buddy. He would be going on a tear right now about Jay Pharoah because he can only do impersonations and can't do characters.
And that's his one character.
Yeah.
So,
But
I
hey,
don't
actually,
know.
let's go to the. I'm just gonna flip back to the first segment when he did Shannon Sharp.
sure.
He did do him pretty well. I mean, he can impersonate people, so he did.
Oh,
get a
really?
little bit
I
of
was a little off on the Shannon
credit.
Sharp.
Shannon Sharp's a weird dude. So.
Well, I'm from Colorado. I've heard Shannon Sharp for 2 decades now, and
Yeah.
he's always a great soundbite. And he actually had to do speech therapy classes so he could get on TV and sound that good.
Yeah.
So that says
Oh,
a
he
lot
did. Wow.
from
Wow.
original Shannon Sharp, who could like never talk because with all like he was tripping over
pretty good.
tripping. Yeah.
That's good.
Well, in this sketch, Nassim Pedrad was the girlfriend. In the sketch before it, she was the girlfriend. Where was she? Where is she? Does anybody have any answers for me?
I don't know, but it's just kind of like some people rise and some people fall. We've had Vanessa Bayer was big this week. Last week she was not. She
was still in the sketches last week, though. She was the stagehand. She was all, the supporting characters. She was the girl at the bar.
But so was Nassim Pedrad. She was in the Bieber Doubles. She was in the Valentine's Day thing. She was in the background of Summer
guess.
Nights.
Yeah.
She
Background.
She was also the girl. Yeah, she was like Bieber's girlfriend the entire episode.
like in every sketch. Why not have Cecily Strong be the girlfriend or Adie Bryant? Oh well, whatever.
Oh well. But we also had Bieber as the musical guest. So what do you think of him in his element doing the music?
Do you like that song? As Long as You Love Me. Be honest.
long
I kind of
as
like
you-
it.
Okay, first of all, I like
kinda
it.
like it. I don't know.
Everybody likes
If
that
that makes
song.
me gay, then I'm not gay. but-
Well, there's other things that do that, but that's not one of them.
it's my hair.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan
And the
of
open mouth kiss is
Justin
my boy.
Bieber. I'm not the biggest fan of Justin Bieber's music, but when I was watching that, when he sang "As Long as You Love Me," I'm like, he's singing to me, and I love you too.
Okay,
Like,
so you felt that way too.
Yes, I was
Okay.
like, oh.
How about the guy
Yeah,
on the
Bieber
guitar?
Fever.
How did he score that gig? That dude with the long hair and the hat. He is loving life. The dude
He-
who plays the acoustic guitar.
Look, that guy's been around behind the scenes for a bazillion years. He's probably a producer,
probably earned
otherwise.
it.
And he's just like,
it's his time.
I think he's did this whole acoustic album with Jay.
Yeah, which is what Justin
you
Bieber's
see him
pitching right
whenever,
now.
whenever
It's
he.
called Believe Acoustic. Believe Acoustic
it.
if you want to get
he
it,
needs
guys.
to stop with these spiritual believe. Never say never. It's like, dude, you're 9. Tell me when you go to a war.
You know what? He's been responsible for a lot of haircuts on the youth of America.
I know
So
he's the
wanna know
Jennifer
what the
Aniston
next
of this
haircut is gonna
generation.
be. Yeah, he is. I mean, he brings the haircut to the forefront. Boom, it hops off the shelf.
Boom.
Should we maybe offer him some ideas? Is it going to be the mohawk? Is he going to go with a flat top?
You know what I think it's gonna do? It's gonna be one of those where he does like a buzz. He just shaves it all off because it's just like, let me break free from these
Yeah,
chains.
and he's gonna be
I'm
all
an
hard.
artist. And
He's going to have tattoos and a shaved head.
I think you're right.
There it is.
But yeah, the first song, everybody likes that song.
Yeah.
The second song I thought was interesting that he had the condenser mic drop from the ceiling.
And
I
it
love that
glowed.
microphone.
And it glowed,
that
right?
microphone
Glowed, he
was
threw
the
it.
bomb. That
That's
old school
sweet.
microphone is the way to go. It's kind of like the ones that we have here.
Well,
but-
let me give you a little theater director opinion on that one.
Okay, do it.
Don't have it with a huge wire that hangs in front of the artist's face for
That
3.5
looked weird.
minutes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and then
I
they
kept
had to
waiting
go
for
from
it
the
to break
side
off.
angle,
Like you're waiting for you saw the plug going in, and you're like, at
Yeah.
some point this is gonna rip out of. But it didn't, so it held on. But
I thought the second song made me uncomfortable. I don't know, it's just something like he was. I don't know if it was the mic or if it was the way he was holding it or the angle on his
shirt
face.
he was wearing, maybe.
Yeah, that's what
That
you
was-
figured
No,
it
wait,
out.
wait,
For
he
me.
had
Thank
a
you.
the shirt because he had a leather jacket on.
Oh,
In the
well,
second
he had
song.
this-
You're talking about the first song when he had the cutoff?
Oh, maybe that was the first one. I don't know. He
Yeah.
was like trying to show his arms the whole
She was
thing.
in love the first song. We're
First
trying
song
to
I
find out
wanted
what
him.
happened. What
See,
happened?
what happened was the mic came down from a theatrical
The
perspective.
mic
Yeah.
blocked his beautiful face.
Yeah, you couldn't look into his eyes.
I couldn't.
If he asked you out, I know you have a boyfriend, but if he said, "Let's go get a drink or something," would you say yes or no? I think you have
No,
to
I
say
think
yes.
I think you. Yeah, I think you're exactly. I don't think I would be able to say no. Just like
So that's the kind of
If
power
he's a
he
regular
has.
guy, is that what we're talking about?
No, just Justin Bieber. That's the kind of power that he has.
He's a celebrity. Of course you'd say yes.
The Glice, #Glice is the 3rd most trending thing. Everybody loves this guy, and I mean, I think he's talented, but I wouldn't say he's Justin Timberlake.
I would just want to get to know the real Justin Bieber.
Yeah, I don't think he wants to share it with.
Well, the real world. Justin Bieber will only be revealed in the future, and that's where we make predictions.
That's where. Whoa!
You're so good at this.
Because.
Now,
oh shoot! Where is it?
AfterBuzz TV
prediction.
We need to go back to last week's predictions before we move forward.
Let's go back to last week's. I don't know if we have a sound bite.
We just went back in time. Or like,
Wayne's World.
How did it? Diddle-a-doo. Hey, well, next week I predict that Selena Gomez will be on the show, and if she doesn't do it, I'll put on lipstick. Boom.
Bam.
Here it is.
Oh my God.
I got the lipstick, and I'm gonna do my penalty because I'm a man of my words. What was your prediction, Matt?
I don't want to say, but I had a prediction.
How's it going on here? Like this?
See? Do it for you.
How's that look?
Oh my God.
Oh my God, I don't.
Does that look good?
It's terrifying.
How did you do it in one sweep?
It looks like Silence of the Lambs right now. I can't look at
You're done.
Pull
You're
and
dead
swoop,
wrong, Keetin.
Pull and swoop.
Oh, wow.
See that? This is what I paid for my wrong prediction last week. And Matthew here predicted that Justin Bieber was going to be in a dress, and if he wasn't, that he was going to wear a wig or put on woman's clothing.
Right.
So what?
And then I got under the weather and forgot about my wig.
Many excuses.
No.
So
I'm
what
awful.
can I say? You're only as good as your word. I was wrong.
I had no predictions last week, but can I just say that my predictions about Adam Levine, bam, the voice chairs came out in the opening monologue, so I just want to throw that one out.
You were right on with that
Yeah,
one.
we let everybody know, but whatever.
Can I wipe this off now, or should I just keep it on, I guess?
Keep it on.
You can't wipe off lipstick, can you, Keetin?
No, you
on,
can.
Damn it.
Okay, I'll just
you
keep
need
it on.
something?
No, I'm good. We only got a couple minutes left.
Start with a
show.
prediction, please.
A prediction, please. All right, next week is Christopher Waltz and
Christopher Waltz and Alabama Shakes.
They're gonna do some sort of sketch where he does the waltz, like dancing, a play on words. There's gonna be some sort of waltz play on words. So there you have it. But a little heads up, I won't be here anymore, so I'm taking off. But I want to thank you guys for a wonderful run with SNL AfterBuzz TV. I'm headed back to the East Coast. I got my lipstick on. I'm gonna give a kiss to Mom and the family and the friends, and I'm gonna be calling in though.
Please
I'm gonna be calling in.
You
so
better.
you guys
Is that your prediction that you're calling in?
Yeah, my prediction is that I'm gonna call in. I'll call in next week. Yeah, I'll call you guys in.
Do.
Will you guys be able to answer the phone? Yeah. Okay, Marissa, will you gonna be on the phone?
Will I be able to answer the phone emotionally?
Yeah.
Maybe. In general, okay.
So thank you so much. I appreciate it. But go ahead. Here, what's your prediction?
Oh,
Keetin?
predictions. I think there's going to be some type of, because the whole Django Unchained with the use of the bad
Slavery?
N-words. Yeah, all of that has been in the news so much. I think they're going to do some type of Django Unchained spoof or Western spoof thing.
Okay. Mine is similar to grounds to that, but I believe that Bill Hader will do a Quentin Tarantino impression.
Oh, that's
okay.
That's very specific.
I like that. That's specificity.
You like that?
I like
I mean,
specificity. Word of the day.
Specificity.
Okay.
And hold up. Now we need penalties because I got penalized for not getting the right one. What are you going to get penalized for if you don't do it?
I will write awesome on my forehead.
Okay, good. What are you doing if you...
Oh gosh. I don't know. What should I do?
You will write...
Oh, love you, Stephen, on your forehead.
Love you, Stephen?
Yeah.
Yes, I will write love you, Stephen on my forehead.
All right. Hopefully it's not permanent marker.
Oh,
'cause
God.
they
I'm
got
like
big
really
trouble.
stressed about this.
Well.
Well, let's hope that it works. We have a dry erase marker over there, so you just write it on there and then you dry erase it. Just like I'm going to erase this
Oh, this is terrifying.
lipstick off my lips and all the bad memories that we just had. But
Well,
we've
until
had
next
good
week,
memories.
Keetin, where can we find you?
You can find me on Twitter at KeetinM33.
All right.
Awesome.
You can find me at Stephen Seidel. Stay in touch. And also at Renegade RPTG on Twitter and StephenSeidel.net. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
Awesome. And just from everybody here at AfterBuzz, I know we're greatly going to miss you, so I really appreciate you.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, having you for the last 6 months, and
Cheers.
We'll miss you greatly.
AfterBuzz TV for life. Once an AfterBuzz, always an AfterBuzz. Thank you,
That's
Maria,
right.
Kevin, and Phil. I don't mean to interrupt. Nice.
No, but yeah, so
and Marissa,
greatly.
you've
so
done a great
wish-
job producing and running the boards.
So wish Stephen well. You can find me at MatthewKyle.com for all the stuff. I always got something cool going on. And besides that, we'll catch you guys next week. Sans this wonderful man for the
How hard
Christopher
is
Waltz
it
episode.
or how easy is it to take someone seriously when they have lipstick on, when they're not a girl?
I'm learning that as we go.
Okay, just take
I
it
try
one step
not
at
to
a time.
stare.
I try not to stare. All right, well, I'll make sure I wipe this cup off when I'm done.
Alrighty, and we'll catch you guys next week.
From Bing.com, executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
Bye,
The
Stephen.
views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.